In regards to the dress that Pastor Bryant's wife had on, I will say this. Um, and we all like to look, sexy. We like to be desired. We like to, feel feminine. Nothing wrong with that. She looked great in the dress. I do believe, though, many times we want the office that God appoints us to, and we don't necessarily think about the responsibility. We still want to do what we want to do and have the taste that we want to employ, and we don't think about how this may change the perception of others, how it may stumble someone else. Yes, the dress was mesh, but it did have the illusion of nakedness. Why would you want the illusion of nakedness if you were a woman of God? This is not a judgment or a pointing fingers, because again, we like to feel pretty and sexy. She was going on a date night with her man for a good cause. Nothing wrong with that. However, some discretion needs to be allowed when we are in an appointed office. Y'all see these rubber bands? I'm sorry. I don't like them either. Focus. When we are in an appointed office where we need to have the responsibility to say, you know what, this isn't about me. This is about my calling. I don't want to do anything to get in the way of people coming closer to God. And a lot of times, we are being sanctified. A lot of times we're not ready for said office, whatever it is, because we cannot make that decision yet. We are still so big on what we want to do and how we want to live. Oh, but I don't mean any harm, but I didn't mean it like that. And he says, but I bought the dress. I'm sure he thought she looked lovely and sexy and he was proud. But we do have to take into account how will others perceive this. You're not going to please everybody. People are always going to have something to say true. But many times that is stopping us from getting to the appointed chapter that God has us, because we can't get out of the way on what we want and how we want. So that's my 2 cents in regards to, and Bible says, stay away from even all the appearance of evil. That means even if you have, nothing to hide, it's not, anything necessarily wrong or unscrupulous. If it looks like it is, you probably should abstain from it. There you go.